Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're really digging into some great source material.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
We want to pull out the absolute must-knows on, well, a topic that really hits home for everyone. Building lasting wealth.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to move beyond just, navigating the daily financial ups and downs.
The choppy waters, yeah.
Exactly, and dive deep into what it really means to play, like, the long game.
Building wealth through actual systems.
Yeah.
Robust ones.
Right, systems that almost become invisible. This deep dive, it really connects to a lot of our past discussions.
Things like financial resilience, pouncing back after layoffs.
Yeah, creating those financial systems, turning crisis into opportunity, even that hidden safety net of mentors and networks, it all ties together.
Definitely.
So our mission today, to distill the core insights on how to build wealth that, actually sticks and grows for you.
And what's really striking from the sources is how often people think they're on the right track.
But they're not.
But they're actually stuck in patterns that, well, prevent them from ever truly getting there. The sources highlight this core problem.
Okay.
And once you understand it, it really reveals why so many people feel like they're just running in place financially.
That sounds incredibly relatable. I mean, so many of us are working hard, maybe making decent money.
Yeah.
But it just feels like the wealth isn't really building up. So what are these pitfalls? What do the sources say?
Well, the first one, and maybe the biggest, is that most people just trade their time for money.
The classic hours for dollars trap.
Exactly. Without building any assets that can work for them. They're just constantly on that hamster wheel.
Exchanging hours for the paycheck.
And for many, it feels like they're running faster and faster just to kind of stay in the same spot. They're not creating anything that generates income on its own.
So it's almost like a leaky bucket, right? Money comes in, but if you stop actively pouring,
it flows right out again. Yeah.
I wonder, though, how many people even see the leak when they're just so focused on filling it faster, chasing the next raise?
That's precisely it. Our sources show that chasing higher income often distracts from the real issue, the leaks in the system.
Okay.
And the second pitfall ties right into that.
Yeah.
Relying too much on, discipline and willpower, things that fade.
Instead of systems that last.
Exactly. We all start with good intentions, right?
Right.
But willpower, it's finite. So if you rely only on willpower for your financial habits saving, not spending, you're basically setting yourself up to fail, especially during stressful times or when motivation just dips.
That makes total sense. Like trying to run a marathon every single day on pure grit with no actual training plan.
Right.
But, sometimes people hear willpower is finite and it feels a bit like an excuse. Is it really that unreliable? Or are there times when you do need that grit? How do systems fit with that?
That's a fair point. Look,
Yeah.
Pure grit, absolutely. It can get you through a short-term crisis, no doubt.
Okay.
But for sustained wealth building, the kind that lasts, our sources really emphasize it's the systems that carry you through the boring days, the days you don't feel like it.
The moments of temptation.
Especially then. And the third point, which I found really powerful, is mistaking income for actual wealth.
Thinking a big salary means you're rich.
Exactly. People see a higher income, maybe a promotion, and think, I've made it. But if you're spending that money just as fast as it comes in,
You're not building anything.
you're not building anything. The sources make this really profound distinction. Wealth isn't what you earn, it's what you keep, grow, and systemize.
Wealth isn't what you earn, it's what you keep, grow, and systemize.
Wow. That line really makes you stop and think, doesn't it?
It does.
Because it shifts the whole focus. It's not just about effort, about earning more. It's about effectiveness.
Right.
It means wealth isn't just the paycheck size. It's what you hold on to, how you make it expand.
And critically, how you set up processes so it does the work.
Instead of you constantly chasing it, like building a machine, not just earning a wage.
Yeah, if you connect that to the bigger picture, it's about shifting your mindset from just being a consumer of your income.
To being a steward of your capital. Exactly. Creating mechanisms that multiply what you have, not just endlessly replacing what you spend.
Okay, so we've identified the traps, the leaky bucket, the willpower issue, confusing income with wealth. Now, how do we fix it? How do we actually build that financial fortress?
Right.
Our sources lay out 3 essential wealth systems. This feels like where the rubber meets the road.
Absolutely. And these aren't just vague ideas, they're actionable frameworks designed to automate your progress.
Okay, let's hear them.
The first is the income system. And this isn't just your 9 to 5.
Right, gotta think broader.
Much broader. It includes your main job, yes, but also side hustles. Maybe leveraging automation to create income.
Like what? Give me an example.
Okay, like setting up a digital product store that runs 24/7, or automating parts of your existing job to free up time for something else that brings in cash.
Got it.
And even strategic investments that pay out regularly. The key takeaway here, diversification,
Multiple stream.
multiple streams. And our sources highlight how surprisingly few people actively diversify beyond their main job.
Leaving them vulnerable if something happens to that one job.
Exactly. Vulnerable to single-point failures. Even just having two small, independent income streams can dramatically cut financial stress, more than most people realize.
Okay, so think beyond just punching the clock. Diversify income makes sense. Then what? Once you've got income streams, how do you protect that money?
That leads right into the second system, the savings and protection system. This is your financial fortress wall.
Okay. Defense.
Defense, exactly.
Yeah.
It involves automating your savings. Set it and forget it so you don't have to think about it.
Pay yourself first, automatically.
Precisely. It's also about building a really robust emergency fund.
The buffer for unexpected hits.
Yeah. And the sources suggest something interesting here. For many, the emotional safety you get from that fund.
Just knowing it's there.
Just knowing it's there. That's almost more valuable initially than the money itself. It lets you take smarter risks later on.
How big should it be?
Ideally, several months of expenses. So a job loss or a big repair bill doesn't completely derail everything.
Right.
And critically, this system includes necessary insurance. Home, auto, health, life, depending on your situation. It's that crucial safety net protecting your assets, your family.
Okay. Income diversified, savings and protection in place. Walls are built. Now, how do we make the wealth actually work for us? Go on offense.
Now we get to the fun part. The growth system. This is where your money starts working harder than you do.
Making money while you sleep.
That's the goal. It includes automated investing, setting up regular automatic transfers from your bank to your investment accounts. Every payday, maybe.
So you're buying assets consistently, almost without noticing.
Exactly. Dollar cost averaging, basically. It also means reinvesting profits, say from a business, back into the business to help it scale.
Fueling the engine.
Right. And fundamentally, it's about harnessing the incredible power of compounding, where your earnings start generating their own earnings.
The snowball effect.
The snowball effect. That's what accelerates wealth creation over time. This system isn't about linear growth. It's aiming for exponential growth, real long-term financial freedom.
That paints a really clear picture. Income, protection, growth. 3 pillars. But let's be real. We're human. We get scared, we get greedy, we panic, especially with money. How do these nice logical systems hold up against that messy human stuff? It feels like my rational brain checks out the minute the stock market drops 5%.
That's a huge question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because people absolutely sabotage their own progress when emotions take over.
Yeah.
Think about market volatility. Fear makes people sell low, right? Locking in losses at the worst possible time.
Or greed makes them chase some hot, risky thing.
Exactly. Or panic leads to impulsive decisions that just undermine years of careful planning.
We've all felt that urge, right? That
Yeah.
do something feeling when things get crazy. So how do systems actually help with that?
Well, that's the beauty of them. Well-designed systems act as a crucial shield, a buffer against those emotional reactions.
How so?
They remove the need for constant, conscious decision-making, especially when you're stressed or panicked. Take the example from the sources. Automatic investing during a market downturn. While everyone else is freaking out, maybe selling in fear, your system, it just keeps buying automatically.
Buying assets when they're cheaper.
Buying assets when they're on sale.
Yeah.
So when the market eventually recovers, which historically it does, your wealth grows significantly.
While the emotional investors missed out, or worse, lost money.
Precisely. So it's not just about setting up the mechanics, the accounts, the transfers.
It's about protecting your future self.
Yes. Protecting your future self from your present self's impulsive decisions.
That's a really powerful way to think about it. Building a framework that doesn't depend on your mood or the scary news headlines.
It protects you from yourself, really.
Allowing wealth to grow steadily, systematically.
Regardless of the external chaos, or your internal chaos for that matter.
So as we start to wrap up this deep dive, the big message seems pretty clear. Those short-term wins, the quick hits, they can feel good.
Sure.
But it's the long-term systems, these income, protection, and growth systems that truly create lasting freedom and security for you, for your family.
It's about setting up a structure that just keeps working,
Yeah.
even when you're not actively pushing it every single day.
Yeah, playing the long game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And maybe if we connect this to the bigger picture, think about this. Consider not just how much wealth you want to build,
Okay.
but what kind of legacy you want to build with these systems you put in place.
Beyond just the numbers.
Yeah. How could those systems, if you build them right, continue to work for future generations? Even when you're not around to manage them directly.
Wow.
What would that level of truly systemic financial freedom enable for your family's future? How might that change things generationally? Something to think about.